On the vast stage of the cosmos, Earth seems almost miraculous in its ability to sustain life. Among billions of stars and countless planets, our world occupies a unique position of perfect balance that allows life to flourish in ways that are rare, perhaps even unprecedented. Consider the distance of Earth from the Sun, close enough to receive warmth, yet far enough to avoid the scorching extremes of a celestial furnace. This so-called Goldilocks zone is no mere convenience. It is the first of many delicate balances that make life possible. A slight shift in our orbit, and oceans might boil or freeze, leaving the planet barren and lifeless. But the Sun is only one piece of this intricate puzzle. The atmosphere enveloping Earth protects us in ways that are almost poetic. It shields the surface from harmful solar radiation, traps heat to maintain temperate conditions, and allows just enough oxygen and carbon dioxide to sustain the delicate dance of photosynthesis and respiration. Imagine, for a moment, if the composition of our atmosphere were slightly altered: oxygen too high, and fires could rage uncontrollably; too low, and life as we know it could not breathe. Even the water on our planet seems perfectly suited for life, covering over 70% of Earth's surface. It exists in the ideal state, neither too scarce nor too abundant, forming oceans, rivers, and lakes that nourish ecosystems large and small. Water's unique chemical properties allow it to dissolve minerals, transport nutrients, and regulate temperature, creating a stable environment where life can thrive. Could such precise conditions occur purely by chance? Earth's magnetic field adds another layer to this extraordinary design. Generated deep within its molten core, the field acts as an invisible shield against the relentless bombardment of cosmic radiation and solar wind. Without it, the atmosphere might have been stripped away over millennia, leaving a barren, lifeless planet. And yet, here we are, protected by an invisible force, the product of complex geophysical processes perfectly aligned with the needs of life. The tilt of Earth's axis, too, is critical. At 23.5 degrees, it creates the familiar cycle of seasons, nurturing growth and biodiversity. A slightly different tilt could have resulted in extreme climates, where life might struggle to adapt. From the gentle warmth of spring to the crisp cooling of autumn, these seasonal rhythms guide the cycles of life in a way that seems almost intentional. Even the moon plays a silent but vital role in maintaining this balance. Its gravitational pull stabilizes the tilt of Earth's axis, keeping climates relatively steady over millennia. Without this stabilizing effect, the planet could experience chaotic shifts, endangering the delicate web of life it supports. The tides, driven by lunar gravity, shape coastlines and influence ocean currents, distributing nutrients across the seas and allowing ecosystems to flourish. As we observe these remarkable features, one cannot help but sense a hidden pattern, a careful tuning of variables that seem to exist for a reason. Each element: the sun, the atmosphere, water, the magnetic field, the tilt, and the moon converges with uncanny precision. Statisticians might call these events improbable. Astronomers may highlight their rarity. Yet as we pause and reflect, the thought arises: could this intricate balance be the result of design rather than chance? Life itself is evidence of this extraordinary calibration, from the tiniest microbes thriving in volcanic vents to the vast forests and oceans teeming with diverse species. Every organism relies on the conditions we have described. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the gravity that holds us gently to the ground. Each factor plays a role in sustaining life, creating an interwoven system of interdependence that feels almost purposeful. And yet, the beauty of these conditions is not just in their functionality, but in their subtle elegance. The precise orbit, the gentle tilt, the protective atmosphere, and the life-giving oceans all work together seamlessly. The improbability of this convergence may be staggering, but it invites contemplation rather than immediate answers. Is it enough to marvel at the odds, or does the perfection hint at something more profound? Tonight, as you lie back and let your mind wander, imagine Earth as a masterpiece of cosmic engineering, each element carefully considered, each factor finely tuned, and each life form delicately supported. The odds of such precision occurring randomly are astronomical, yet here it exists, a world brimming with life, balance, and quiet harmony. Let yourself drift into awe at the subtle perfection surrounding you, sensing the faint whisper of intelligence in the orchestration of our planet. As we continue to explore Earth, one cannot ignore the mesmerizing patterns that repeat themselves across life and landscape. From the spiral of a seashell to the branching of a tree, these patterns evoke a sense of rhythm, order, and, perhaps, intention. Look closely at the Fibonacci sequence, a mathematical pattern that appears in countless natural forms. The arrangement of leaves around a stem, the spiral of a sunflower, the whorls of a pine cone, and even the spiral shells of snails follow this elegant progression. It is as if nature itself favors a specific blueprint, one that maximizes efficiency and harmony. Could this repetition of numbers and shapes be purely coincidental? Or does it hint at a hidden intelligence guiding creation? Similarly, the golden ratio of proportion that has fascinated humans for centuries appears in living organisms, in the proportions of human faces, and even in galaxies far beyond our solar system. Architects and artists have long used this ratio to craft beauty, yet here it exists independently, embedded in the very fabric of nature. The delicate balance between aesthetics and functionality seems far too consistent to be random. Fractals, patterns that repeat at every scale, further illustrate nature's intricate design. Look at the branching of rivers, the veins of a leaf, or the jagged edges of mountains. No matter how deeply one examines these structures, the same patterns emerge, as if nature has a universal language of repetition and harmony. Fractals provide not only visual beauty, but also functional efficiency, guiding the flow of water, nutrients, and energy throughout the environment. The symmetry found in living creatures, from butterflies to starfish, suggests an innate orderliness. Bilateral symmetry allows for balanced movement and structural stability, while radial symmetry serves specialized functions like defense or predation. Each form, precise and intentional, works seamlessly with the environment it inhabits, as, though every detail has been carefully considered, even the colors in nature seem purposeful. The vibrant hues of flowers attract pollinators, the camouflaging patterns of animals ensure survival, and the changing colors of leaves indicate seasonal cycles. These visual cues are more than decoration, they are tools of life, perfectly adapted to their surroundings. Beyond the terrestrial, these patterns extend to the sky and cosmos. The spiral arms of galaxies, the hexagonal clouds of Saturn, and the orbital resonance of planets hint at universal order on a grand scale. Could these repeating motifs, from the microscopic to the cosmic, be a signature of design woven into the universe itself? Ancient cultures recognized these patterns, incorporating them into their architecture, art, and spirituality. The spirals in megaliths, the geometric precision of temples, and the alignment of sacred sites reflect a deep awareness of these recurring natural designs. They were not merely aesthetic choices, but possibly conscious attempts to align human existence with the broader order of the world. Yet, despite centuries of study, many of these patterns remain enigmatic. Scientists can describe them, mathematicians can model them, but the underlying reason for their ubiquity is still a mystery. Are they the product of evolutionary advantage alone, or are they clues pointing to something beyond random chance? As you imagine walking through forests where each leaf, branch, and tree follows subtle laws of symmetry, or staring at a sunflower spiraling perfectly toward the sun, consider the whisper of intelligence that might lie beneath. The harmony is not just functional, it is breathtakingly beautiful, almost as if the world itself was composed with care and purpose, designed to inspire awe. Even in moments of quiet observation, the mind begins to perceive connections and repetitions that suggest a story beyond mere survival. The world feels alive with intention, a tapestry woven from patterns that echo throughout life and space. These patterns invite reflection, urging us to slow down, notice, and wonder. Tonight, as the shadows deepen and the mind drifts, let the recurring shapes of nature guide your thoughts, from the smallest leaf to the spiral galaxies above. Allow yourself to marvel at the subtle perfection, and imagine that each pattern is a gentle message from a universe that may be, in some mysterious way, designed. Long before modern science could measure the cosmos, ancient civilizations seemed to hold secrets of the earth and sky that continue to baffle us today. From the Great Pyramids of Giza to the megaliths of Stonehenge, humans left behind monuments that suggest an intimate awareness of astronomical patterns, geometry, and the natural order. Could it be that these civilizations glimpsed the design of our world? Consider the pyramids of Egypt, aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points. These colossal structures also correspond to the stars of Orion's belt. Was this alignment mere coincidence, or an intentional act to connect Earth with the cosmos? The precision with which these stones were cut and placed, without modern machinery, suggests knowledge that surpasses simple trial and error. Some researchers speculate that ancient builders had access to a wisdom that allowed them to harmonize human construction with planetary and stellar rhythms. Across the globe, similar mysteries emerge. In South America, the Nazca lines stretch across the desert floor, forming vast geometric figures visible only from above. The purpose of these enormous designs remains uncertain. Were they ceremonial paths, astronomical markers, or messages intended for the skies? Whatever their function, the precision and scale of these creations hint at an understanding of Earth and perspective that is astonishing even by today's standards. The megalithic structures of Europe, such as Stonehenge, also showcase a profound awareness of celestial movements. Its stones align with the solstices, marking seasonal transitions vital for agriculture and ritual. Yet the construction, transportation, and placement of these massive stones remains a topic of debate. How did ancient people achieve such engineering feats without advanced tools? Perhaps they understood principles of balance, energy, and geometry that have since been forgotten. Even smaller artifacts demonstrate sophistication. Ancient calendars, such as the Mayan long count or the Sumerian star charts, reveal meticulous observation of planetary cycles, eclipses, and time itself. These civilizations charted celestial events with uncanny accuracy, guiding their agriculture, rituals, and navigation. Could such knowledge have arisen purely through observation, or did it come from a deeper awareness of the Earth's patterns, a connection to its design? Legends from various cultures speak of knowledge passed down by mysterious beings or higher intelligences. Ancient texts describe gods, celestial teachers, or watchers who imparted wisdom about the stars, mathematics, and Earth's hidden secrets. While some may dismiss these stories as myth, they form a tapestry of human fascination with cosmic intelligence and earthly design. Beyond the structures and texts, the very placement of ancient cities suggests intention. Many sacred sites are aligned along ley lines, energetic pathways that crisscross the planet. Temples, pyramids, and monuments appear to follow these invisible grids, as if tapping into the Earth's subtle energy. Could our ancestors have sensed these patterns intuitively, leaving markers for those who followed? Or were they guided by knowledge now lost to time? As we explore these ancient wonders, it becomes clear that our ancestors were not merely surviving, they were observing, recording, and attempting to harmonize with forces beyond the obvious. The precision in their constructions, the alignment with celestial cycles, and the global recurrence of similar patterns suggest that humans have long been attuned to the extraordinary design of Earth and cosmos. Imagine walking through a sunlit desert where the Nazca lines stretch endlessly, or standing beneath the massive stones of Stonehenge as the solstice sun rises perfectly along the horizon. In these moments, one senses the deliberate rhythm behind human endeavor, a yearning to align with something greater than oneself, perhaps the very intelligence that shaped the Earth itself. These civilizations, separated by continents and millennia, share a common thread, a reverence for the patterns and mysteries of our world. Whether through stone, geometry, or legend, they remind us that the story of Earth is not only about survival, but about awareness, wonder, and the subtle signs that hint at intentional design. As night falls and the stars emerge above, consider the possibility that ancient humans were more than mere observers. They may have been participants in a larger cosmic narrative, leaving behind whispers of Earth's hidden design for those patient enough to notice. As we lift our gaze from Earth itself and look toward the cosmos, a sense of delicate balance becomes strikingly clear. Our planet does not float aimlessly. In space, it occupies a rare and seemingly perfect position within the solar system, as if placed with deliberate care. Every element, from its orbit to its moon, appears finely tuned to allow life to flourish. Earth's distance from the sun is known as the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold, but just right for liquid water to exist. A slight deviation, inward or outward, would render oceans scarce or non-existent, making life as we know it impossible. Even minor shifts in this distance could have catastrophic effects on climate, ecosystems, and the development of complex organisms. The precise placement of our planet invites reflection. Is it merely a coincidence, or evidence of intentional design? Gravity, too, plays a critical role. Earth's mass ensures that the atmosphere clings to the planet while remaining breathable. Too small, and the atmosphere would escape into space. Too large, and crushing pressure would prevent complex life from thriving. The balance of gases in our atmosphere is equally precise, maintaining oxygen, nitrogen, and trace elements in a delicate equilibrium. A minor change could alter life fundamentally, yet these parameters remain remarkably steady over eons. Perhaps the most astonishing factor is the moon, whose presence stabilizes Earth's axial tilt. Without this stabilizing influence, the planet would wobble unpredictably, causing extreme climatic variations and destabilizing seasons. The moon's size, distance, and orbit appear almost improbably perfect for this role. It slows our rotation slightly, lengthening days to a comfortable span, while shaping tides that sustain marine ecosystems and influence life on land. Our solar system itself seems to follow a pattern of balance. Planetary orbits, mass distribution, and resonance cycles hint at a cosmic choreography. The outer gas giants, such as Jupiter, act as guardians, their immense gravity diverting or capturing comets and asteroids that might otherwise collide with Earth. The result, a remarkably stable environment conducive to life's development, even on a grander scale. The Milky Way's position is advantageous. Earth resides in a relatively calm spiral arm, distant from the galactic core where radiation and gravitational turbulence would threaten life. This quiet neighborhood allows stable star formation, a steady climate over billions of years, and the eventual rise of intelligent species capable of observing and reflecting on the cosmos. Consider the subtle timing of astronomical events. Solar eclipses, planetary alignments, and meteor showers create moments of awe that occur at intervals and durations that inspire wonder. Ancient civilizations recorded these events meticulously, building structures to track and honor them. Could this fascination be a reflection of an innate awareness of cosmic design, a recognition that the heavens themselves are patterned with intention? Beyond the mechanics, one must ponder probability. The convergence of so many precise factors: distance from the sun, stable orbit, protective moon, atmospheric composition, planetary neighbors creates a system of astonishingly low likelihood. Statisticians may argue that chance is sufficient, yet the intricate harmony invites curiosity. Is it truly random, or is there an underlying intelligence shaping these conditions? Visualize floating above Earth, witnessing the orbit, the tilt, the tides, and the interplay with the moon. The precision evokes awe, calm, meditative recognition that life is supported by countless invisible, perfectly balanced mechanisms. Every sunrise, every gentle pull of the tides, every seasonal shift becomes a reminder of cosmic harmony. Even the universe itself seems to operate on fine-tuned principles. The laws of physics, the constants of gravity, electromagnetism, and nuclear forces all align to allow matter, stars, planets, and life to emerge. Deviate slightly from these constants, and the cosmos would be unrecognizable. Earth, in its cosmic home, becomes a small yet extraordinary expression of this universal precision. As we ponder these phenomena, we begin to see Earth not merely as a happenstance of celestial mechanics, but as a masterpiece of balance and timing. The cosmic precision surrounding our planet invites reflection, curiosity, and, perhaps, a gentle whisper of intentionality. It leaves us questioning the nature of reality itself, urging us to notice the subtle signs of order woven into the vast tapestry of the universe. Beyond the observable patterns of nature and the precision of celestial mechanics, Earth harbors mysteries that continue to baffle scientists, explorers, and historians alike. Across continents, oceans, and deserts, unexplained phenomena appear, as subtle hints, whispers of a deeper intelligence, perhaps, or reminders that our understanding of the planet is still incomplete. Consider ley lines, invisible grids crisscrossing the Earth, connecting ancient monuments, sacred sites, and natural landmarks. While skeptics argue they are coincidental, the remarkable precision and global distribution of these lines suggest intentionality. From the standing stones of Britain to the pyramids of Egypt, many ancient structures align with celestial events, and with each other across vast distances. Could these alignments hint at a hidden network of energy, a forgotten knowledge of Earth's design, or merely the remnants of human ingenuity? Mysterious structures defy explanation. Megaliths, stone circles, and ancient temples often display architectural sophistication that seems improbable for their time. Some are built with stones weighing hundreds of tons, precisely cut and transported across landscapes with no clear record of how it was achieved. The question lingers, were these feats purely human, or was there guidance, inspiration, or knowledge from unknown sources? Magnetic anomalies further deepen the mystery. Certain regions, like the Bermuda Triangle or Siberia's anomalous magnetic zones, exhibit unusual readings and unexplained effects on compasses and navigation. Planes and ships have experienced disorientation, and explorers have reported strange sensations. While science seeks rational explanations, the persistence of such anomalies sparks imagination. Could Earth itself be imbued with energy patterns beyond our current comprehension? Energy hotspots also captivate attention. Ancient cultures often built sacred sites over places with unusual electromagnetic or geothermal activity. Pilgrims visiting these sites report heightened sensations, altered perception, or profound calm. Modern researchers have measured subtle energy fields in some locations, yet the source remains enigmatic. These hotspots invite contemplation. Might Earth possess a hidden architecture designed to guide, influence, or heal? Even nature contributes its share of mysteries. Bioluminescent phenomena, inexplicable animal migrations, and peculiar weather patterns create moments of awe and curiosity. The monarch butterfly's precise navigation across continents, the coordinated behavior of whales, or the sudden appearance of crop circles in remote fields challenge simple explanations. They suggest a connectivity and intelligence within life itself, perhaps hinting at a larger, orchestrated system. Caves and underwater structures reveal further enigmas. Submerged cities, mysterious carvings, and anomalous formations have been discovered worldwide, often predating known civilizations. These discoveries raise questions about lost knowledge, cataclysmic events, and civilizations that may have understood Earth in ways we cannot yet fathom. Each site invites slow contemplation, a gentle meditation on the persistence of history and the subtle traces of intelligence. Meteorite impacts, too, carry stories beyond mere collision. Craters often appear in strikingly symmetrical shapes, sometimes aligned with planetary phenomena or ancient structures. Some researchers propose that these impacts shaped not just the physical geography, but the course of life itself, contributing to the delicate balance that allows Earth to flourish. Even the skies hold secrets. Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis, with their mesmerizing lights, dance in ways influenced by Earth's magnetic field and solar activity. These ethereal displays are both scientifically explainable and yet deeply mysterious, evoking a sense of wonder that aligns perfectly with our growing understanding of a designed planet. Throughout these phenomena, one theme persists: Earth is alive with enigmas, patterns, and forces that continue to elude complete explanation. The careful observer begins to notice subtle harmonies and recurring themes, as if the planet itself carries a quiet, intelligent narrative. Each ley line, each magnetic anomaly, each mysterious structure becomes a chapter in a story of design, balance, and hidden knowledge. As the sun sets and shadows lengthen across ancient monuments, and as tides ebb and flow in their eternal rhythm, we are reminded that some mysteries are not meant to be solved quickly. They invite patience, reflection, and a slow, immersive appreciation. The unexplained phenomena of our world whisper secrets, beckoning us to consider that Earth may be far more than a chance occurrence. It may be a carefully orchestrated masterpiece, layered with intrigue and intention, waiting for those willing to notice. One of the most mesmerizing aspects of Earth is the intricate web of life that exists across its lands, oceans, and skies. Every living organism, from the tiniest microbe to the largest whale, is part of a delicate balance, a vast network of interactions that sustains the planet. This interdependence seems almost choreographed, as if life itself was designed to work in perfect harmony. Consider a forest ecosystem. Trees not only provide oxygen and shelter, but their roots communicate through underground fungal networks, exchanging nutrients and information. When one tree is threatened by disease or pests, neighboring trees can signal chemical warnings through these hidden channels, allowing the forest to respond collectively. Birds, insects, mammals, and plants all play their roles, creating a system so intricate that even the smallest disruption can ripple across the entire ecosystem. The precision and efficiency of these interactions feel almost intentional, like a symphony where every instrument knows its place. The oceans, too, reveal astonishing interconnectedness. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, house thousands of species. Algae within corals convert sunlight into energy, feeding not only the coral itself, but the entire marine community. Predators and prey, plankton and whales, all maintain a balance that has persisted for millions of years. Even tiny disruptions, overfishing, temperature changes, pollution can cascade through this network, showing just how finely tuned the system is. Observing this interconnectedness invites awe and reflection, prompting the question, could this harmony be purely accidental? Migration patterns provide another window into Earth's careful design. Birds fly thousands of miles with unerring precision, using magnetic fields, the position of the sun, and instinctive navigation. Monarch butterflies traverse entire continents, and whales communicate across oceans with songs that span hundreds of miles. These journeys, synchronized and repeated across generations, suggest a level of planning and interconnectivity in life that defies simple explanation. Even the microscopic world contributes to this web. Microorganisms recycle nutrients, regulate atmospheric gases, and form symbiotic relationships with plants, animals, and humans. The human microbiome alone, composed of trillions of microorganisms, influences digestion, immunity, and even mood. Every level of life, no matter how small, plays a role in sustaining the planet's balance. This complex layering of life creates a subtle narrative of design, one that is felt rather than seen, understood through reflection rather than measurement. Seasons, climate cycles, and natural rhythms further enhance this sense of interconnectedness. The tilt of Earth's axis, the flow of ocean currents, and the cycling of carbon and nitrogen all maintain conditions suitable for life. Weather patterns influence migration, growth, and reproduction. Rivers carve landscapes that nourish fertile valleys, while mountains channel winds and water to sustain diverse habitats. The timing and precision of these systems create a symphony of interdependent processes, each tuned to support life in countless ways. Even human life, often seen as separate from nature, is deeply intertwined with this network. Agriculture, technology, and culture are built upon an understanding, sometimes conscious, sometimes intuitive, of Earth's rhythms. Ancient civilizations learned to track stars, rivers, and seasons to thrive, suggesting that even humans sense and respond to Earth's interconnected design. When viewed together, these layers of life, microbes, plants, animals, humans, and natural processes, form a holistic system that is both fragile and resilient. Small changes, whether natural or human-made, can have profound consequences, illustrating the precision and careful tuning of this planetary network. The more we observe, the more we notice subtle feedback loops, intricate patterns, and interdependent cycles, hinting at an underlying intelligence in Earth's design. Perhaps the most humbling realization comes from stepping back and observing life from a global perspective. From satellite imagery to deep-sea exploration, we witness the vast web of connections that binds all life together. Rivers carry nutrients to oceans, winds distribute seeds and pollen, and migrations link continents. Each element plays its part in a narrative of balance, precision, and subtle orchestration. The interconnectedness of life is not merely functional, it evokes wonder, contemplation, and a gentle recognition of something greater than ourselves. As night falls and the planet breathes in quiet cycles, we are reminded of the invisible threads that connect all living beings. Insects pollinate plants that feed animals, oceans regulate climate that sustains forests, and humans, in turn, impact and are impacted by these cycles. Life on Earth is a network of interwoven stories, a tapestry of interconnected threads that suggests more than mere chance. Perhaps, somewhere within this complexity, Earth whispers hints of design, inviting us to marvel, reflect, and rest in the serene knowledge of its delicate orchestration. Among all life on Earth, human beings possess a uniquely profound ability, consciousness. Unlike other creatures, humans reflect, imagine, and perceive patterns not only in the immediate world, but across time and space. This awareness, subtle and complex, is deeply intertwined with the planet's rhythms and mysteries, inviting us to wonder whether consciousness itself is part of Earth's careful design. From the moment we open our eyes, the world presents itself as a tapestry of colors, sounds, textures, and movements. Yet beyond mere sensory perception lies a deeper layer, intuition. Humans often sense patterns in nature before logically understanding them, predicting weather changes, recognizing animal behaviors, or intuitively navigating landscapes. This capacity to perceive, almost instinctively, hints at a subtle alignment between our minds and the intricate systems of Earth. Consider the human fascination with symmetry, harmony, and proportion. Across cultures and eras, art, architecture, and music have reflected the mathematical patterns found in nature. The spirals of shells, the fractals of trees, the rhythmic cycles of day and night. Our innate attraction to these forms suggests a subconscious resonance with the underlying structures of life, as if our minds were attuned to the planet's intricate design. Dreams and imagination provide yet another window into this connection. As we sleep, our brains weave stories from fragments of memory, sensory input, and imagination, often reflecting the natural world. Humans have long drawn inspiration from nature's cycles, celestial movements, and environmental phenomena, translating these observations into myths, legends, and scientific inquiry. This interplay between perception, creativity, and the natural world hints at a profound relationship between consciousness and Earth itself. Beyond art and intuition, human awareness extends into the realms of philosophy and science. We ask questions that no other species seems to contemplate. Why does the universe exist? What is our purpose? Could Earth itself be designed? Such questions, slowly considered and quietly pondered, deepen the sense of mystery and wonder, inviting us to explore the possibility of intention behind the planet's features. Even our physiological perception reflects subtle synchronization. With Earth, circadian rhythms align with the day-night cycle. Seasonal affective patterns respond to light and temperature, and human biology often mirrors broader environmental cycles. Our very bodies, in their intricate timing and adaptability, reflect an unseen harmony with the planet. Could this be coincidence? Or is it evidence of a design so subtle that it guides life, without overtly revealing itself? Meditative practices, ancient rituals, and modern mindfulness techniques further highlight this link. Across cultures, humans have sought connection with Earth's energy, finding clarity, calm, and insight through quiet observation of nature. These practices suggest that consciousness, far from being an isolated phenomenon, is deeply attuned to the rhythms and subtleties of the world around us. By slowing down, listening, and observing, humans tap into an awareness that feels both innate and transcendent. The mystery deepens when we consider collective consciousness. Across civilizations, disparate cultures have independently recognized similar astronomical patterns, geomantic principles, and natural laws. This shared perception hints at a universal resonance, an underlying pattern that human minds, despite separation in space and time, can intuitively sense. It is as though consciousness itself is a bridge connecting us to the larger design of our planet and cosmos. In reflecting on these ideas, one begins to see human perception not merely as a tool for survival, but as a lens through which the hidden harmonies of Earth can be appreciated. Our awareness, curiosity, and imagination allow us to glimpse patterns, interconnections, and mysteries that otherwise remain invisible. Perhaps, in some quiet, subtle way, consciousness is part of the orchestration of life, a thread woven into the grand design of Earth, enabling us to perceive, contemplate, and marvel at the complexity and beauty that surrounds us. As night deepens and thoughts settle, we can sense the interplay between our minds and the planet. Every breath, every heartbeat, every flicker of thought resonates with a system far larger than ourselves. In understanding our own consciousness, we may come closer to understanding Earth itself, not as a random sphere of chance, but as a place of intention, harmony, and subtle, unseen design. As we journey deeper into the mysteries of Earth, one cannot ignore the many theories and speculations proposed by scientists, philosophers, and ancient scholars alike. While some explanations rely on strict scientific observation, others weave together philosophy, ancient wisdom, and imaginative hypotheses. Together, they create a tapestry of ideas that invites us to imagine Earth not as a product of chance, but potentially as a designed entity. Science offers fascinating insights. Astrobiologists, geologists, and physicists point to the astonishingly rare conditions that allow life to thrive. A planet perfectly situated within the habitable zone of its star, an atmosphere rich in oxygen and nitrogen, a stable climate moderated by oceans and currents, and a magnetic field shielding life from harmful radiation. While many accept these as natural outcomes of cosmic evolution, others pause at the improbability. Could there be more than chance at work, a guiding hand, subtle and unseen, shaping the planet for life? Philosophers have long pondered the purpose behind existence. From Aristotle to modern thinkers, humans have asked, is the universe inherently ordered? Are we merely observers of randomness, or participants in a grand design? These reflections often intersect with Earth's mysteries, raising questions about consciousness, purpose, and the very fabric of reality. Each theory, whether ancient or modern, contributes to a growing sense that the planet's harmony may not be entirely accidental. Ancient wisdom provides another layer of speculation. Across the globe, civilizations observed celestial patterns, planetary alignments, and geometric harmonies, often encoding this knowledge into sacred architecture, megalithic structures, and mythologies. Some suggest these cultures recognized a deeper design, possibly guided by entities or forces beyond ordinary human comprehension. Could Earth's intricate patterns have been deliberately understood, preserved, and celebrated by those who came before us? Modern speculative theories push these ideas even further. Concepts such as panpsychism suggest consciousness may be a fundamental feature of the universe, potentially linking all life forms and planetary systems. Others hypothesize that Earth could function as a living organism, a Gaia-like entity, with its own self-regulating intelligence, subtly guiding life toward balance and complexity. Even fringe theories, while not universally accepted, fuel the imagination, asking us to consider possibilities beyond conventional understanding. Yet, amidst speculation, there remains a calm invitation, not to force conclusions, but to observe, reflect, and wonder. Theories need not be accepted as fact to enrich our perception of Earth. By exploring different perspectives, scientific, philosophical, and speculative, we cultivate a deeper appreciation for the planet's complexity and the subtle threads that weave life together. Each idea, no matter how abstract, serves as a lens, helping us see the world in new, contemplative ways. In this section, the viewer is invited to slow their thoughts, gently pondering questions without urgency. Could Earth's precision be a natural marvel, or evidence of intentional design? Are patterns in nature coincidences, or messages waiting to be interpreted? The beauty lies not in definitive answers, but in the serene act of questioning, allowing curiosity to drift alongside observation. Ultimately, theories and speculations illuminate a central truth: the universe, Earth, and life are far more intricate than they first appear. By engaging with multiple perspectives, we can perceive patterns, uncover possibilities, and deepen our sense of awe. In the quiet contemplation of these ideas, viewers may feel a subtle resonance with the mysteries of the planet, gently leading toward the reflective conclusion that awaits in the final section. As our journey across the mysteries of Earth comes to a close, we return to the quiet wonder that first drew us in. The planet, in all its complexity, precision, and beauty, presents a story that seems almost too harmonious to be accidental. From the delicate balance of ecosystems, to the precise cosmic alignments, to the intricate patterns etched into the natural world, Earth whispers its secrets to those who pause long enough to notice. Perhaps the planet was designed, or perhaps life has simply emerged from the extraordinary possibilities that the universe allows. Whatever the answer, the sheer improbability of our existence on this vibrant, life-sustaining world inspires reflection. As we consider the ancient civilizations who observed the stars, the forests that breathe life into the atmosphere, and the oceans that rhythmically pulse across continents, we are reminded of our own place within this grand, intricate system. We have glimpsed the subtle threads of connection, the harmony in nature's design, the precision of planetary mechanics, and the mysteries that challenge even our most advanced understanding. Each moment, each pattern, each anomaly invites curiosity, wonder, and contemplation. Even unexplained phenomena, ley lines, and energy hotspots spark questions rather than answers, nudging us toward humility and awe. In the stillness of observation, we begin to see Earth not merely as a planet, but as a living, breathing entity. Its systems interlace, species interact, and consciousness itself emerges, all in a balance that feels purposeful. We are participants in this magnificent design, witnesses to the poetry of existence, and caretakers of the intricate dance of life. As night falls and the mind begins to drift, remember that mystery need not be solved to be appreciated. Let the rhythm of the planet, the gentle order of the cosmos, and the whispers of ancient wisdom guide your imagination. In these reflections, the story of Earth becomes a mirror for our own curiosity, creativity, and sense of wonder. So as you close your eyes, imagine the quiet perfection of oceans, forests, and mountains, the invisible forces that hold the planet in balance, and the eternal dance of life, consciousness, and the cosmos. Feel the calm, the awe, and the serene sense of belonging to a world that may indeed have been meticulously designed, or perhaps simply perfected by the beautiful randomness of existence. In this gentle contemplation, the journey ends not with answers, but with peace and invitation to dream, to explore, and to appreciate the subtle genius of the world around us. The Earth, in all its mystery and splendor, is a story still being told, and now it rests with you to witness, imagine, and reflect.